Oh man, I am a bundle of nerves right now. I am on my way to the ATB Entrepreneur Center to give a talk about how to use podcasts and videos in your business. Here's the thing, I had the rough draft of this talk done like 3 weeks ago, but because of travel and some other stuff, I didn't really finish like the final version until about 10 minutes ago. I really haven't had time to actually practice this yet. So my first real run through is going to be in front of 50 or so people. This is basically what I'm trying to get across here in this talk, is that I want to go through that connection is more important than anything else online, that you can't just go hard and try and sell things to people. They have to feel like they're part of the journey or want to be part of your journey. And secondly, something that I learned at PodCon that I'm kind of integrating into this is that if you really are trying to stand out in your field, you need to either be first, the best, or different. I'm leaving a lot of time for Q&A at the end. I'm not nervous in so much as that I can handle a room. I've done a lot of different teaching seminars before. It's just, I wish I'd had time to make sure like all my points were clear, and I'll consider success this way. I'll consider it a success if people are asking good questions at the end. If no one asks a question at the end, that's a bad sign. All right, here we go. Big moment. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm the speaker today.
I'm glad to see you.
Yeah. How's your day going? Do we use microphones here? Or is there a place I can just grab a cup of water?
Are you the person giving the talk?
I am. What brings you out today?
Desperation.
Desperation, okay.
You think I'm kidding?
What kind of business are you running?
I'd like to retire with some money.
Sure. We'll see.
Hi everyone, I'll introduce you to our speaker today, Kyle Marshall.
Great, thank you. Thank you everyone for coming out here today. I'm glad to see so many people that are taking an hour of their time to come and listen to me speak. I'm gonna make an assumption here, and maybe I'm gonna be proven wrong, but I'm guessing that everyone here is either in a business or is thinking of starting their own business. Is there anyone that does not fit with? Okay, so my assumption was right, which is good. When we're talking about like podcasts and videos, really when it comes down to it, podcasts is just radio in a new way, and videos is just television in a brand new way. I need to think of one of three people. Is this collaborators, like people I want to work with? Is this for customers that I'm trying to engage with? Or is this with employees that are already working for me? I also love to quote Ira Glass, who does this radio show called This American Life. Podcasting is actually the most visual of mediums because you're forcing people to make up all the things inside of their head. So sometimes being first is good because you're the first person doing it and everyone that wants that topic is coming to you. Or if you're not the first, you're the 507th person to come and do the same thing, you better hope that you are the absolute best at executing that. Or as I've been already talking about, something that is completely different, a different outlook, a different viewpoint, something that's radically different from all the other shows that are kind of doing the exact same thing. Maybe you just have a pretty unique outlook on it, meaning like maybe the entire space is filled with people who are 50 plus talking about this topic. Maybe a youthful point of view is what's needed. Or conversely, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe that space is only filled with like 20-somethings and someone that has more advanced knowledge on the topic can really give their advice properly to that. People want to be given a feeling, like they want to feel connected to what you're producing. Whether that's like your brand fits my aesthetic that I'm trying to do, or like I agree with what your points are, or like you're giving me really great advice. Whatever that happens to be, there wants to be, yes, that connection, but more than that, they want to feel like you actually add to their brand. Perfect, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you're just trying to get into this industry, I would start podcasts first, only because you're able to be a little bit longer on those, and it's okay. People are expecting it. Still cut out the boring bits if there's things that you're pausing or screwed up or something like that, but that way you can start to be comfortable talking on the microphone and then start to add in video afterwards.
At the end of the day, we're talking about it, but I think a lot of people are still scared to be like on public stage or online in a sense. how do we get that mindset to just get restarted? It's just all talk afterwards, right?
It is.
We don't actually take action in some way. So how do we get past that?
I'm going to use a prop, and this is going to sound so corny, but it actually does work if you take to it. Get a cup or a glass or something and turn it on its edge so it kind of looks like a camera lens here, like a glass cup, and just start practicing talking to it. Just talk about your day, talk about something that you're really interested in, or talk about whatever your business is about, and just get used to talking to an inanimate object. And I find that this starts to break it down a little bit, so that when it comes time to actually record something on a camera, you're used to talking to this glass lens, because you want eye contact with this. Because this is going to make it look like you're literally looking at the person that's watching the video. And it's video and audio, you can cut it out. If it doesn't work, then cut out the boring bits and then edit it so that it looks more natural if you want to.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect, thank you. I honestly thought that it went really, really well. I thought that people were engaged, people were asking questions, people seemed to be like really interested in the topic. I got a lot of business cards, handed out a bunch of business cards at the very end. The very last question basically asked a question about like copyright that I just could not easily fit into like a 2-minute response, but so I kind of fumbled with that one, which is unfortunate that that's how it had to end, but I mean, overall I had a great time. People seem to like it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Is there a podcast that you wish existed but you haven't been able to find yet? Let me know down in the comments below. We'll see each other again very soon. We're going to go get a mouse for Matt because he complains about the mouse that's at Media Lab right now. Yeah. Oh, I like the blue.